Last time I pulled for her and I stopped once. Like, oh my god, I actually did it! Oh my god! Oh my god! I got it! Oh my god! Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at the other champions that are coming with the Asgard Divide event, and that's gonna be having a look at Freyja's kit and also at Odin's. These two, from the quick look that I had myself, they look pretty interesting, and they kind of seem like they're gonna be somebody that most of us will want to try and get. One thing that I want to mention from the beginning is that we do not see Thor Hammer being added, so from my point of view, there's a 99% chance that he's gonna be the next fusion, right? That just makes sense. If we think about the way that the Monster Hunter one took place, right? Then we had the Zinogre being a fusion, we had the Rathalos being the 7-day login, and then we had what are their names? Nergigante Archer was one of them. That was, you know, for lots of events, and then we also had. Where is he? Where's the other one? Oh yeah, the other one's a Knight Revenant, Elatrion, right? Elatrion, Blade Master. So these were the four, and like I said, we had two of them, 3 events, one as a fusion, one as a free one. So it kind of seems like the way that they mentioned in their announcements is the fact that Odin Father is only available through certain specific events. So I'm expecting him to be either a guaranteed Void event, so I would say everybody should save their Void Shards, or he's gonna be on some 15 times, right? Or maybe even he's gonna be first place in a champion chase tournament, and then, or champion training tournament, and then we might get a soul the same way we got for like Nergigante Archer, where if you had her already, you'd get the soul, and vice versa. So definitely somebody you want to get. And then for Freya, I have a feeling she's gonna be something like Deck of Fates, 15 times, whatever. But let's have a look at that, and after that, you know what, I'm actually gonna pull my 21 Ancients as well to see if I get lucky for the 1+1. If not, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be, you know, spending all my gems. I already did that this weekend, so I'm just gonna try the 1+1, and it is what it is. So let's have a look first at Freya Fate Weaver's kit. So A1 attacks all enemies, has a 40% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Being an AoE A1, this one can be extremely good for any wave or any control, and especially for Hydra, right? For Hydra, you have a chance to provoke the head of DK, especially if you put on in a counterattack team, allied tag team, or if you check over here, counterattacks with this skill when a shield buff placed by this champion is removed by damage occur once per turn. So this can be pretty interesting, considering the fact that it synergizes well with the rest of her kit, right? But also keep in mind, you can build in some retaliation sets or revenge accessories, and she could be a pretty consistent provoker. Obviously, it's only 40%, but still, she might be, or maybe a backup provoker for the sake of Hydra for the head of Decay. Now, the A2 Prismatic Aegis places an increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, 3 turns cooldown, that's good. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion's defense and each target champion's max HP. So there's not too many champions that have shields like this. There's like Valkyrie, there's Hellcat, and still, from all of them, Valkyrie is the one that has the biggest shield. Valkyrie also brings AoE counterattack, but what Freya also brings is the increased defense herself. So I guess let me know in the comments down below if you want me to make a video testing the shield value between Freya and Valk, right? Because that's something that could be interesting for, I know, a clan boss team or for any other area. However, I believe that this one, her kit is more efficient for Hydra than Valk, because Valk just has AoE shield and counterattack can be a problem if it gets stolen. She also brings the AoE provoke, right? So that's good. But not only that, on the A3, again, 3 turns cooldown, removes all debuffs from all allies and places the block debuffs on them for 2 turns. Also fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%. So all in all, she sounds like an amazing champion for Hydra, right? Just for Hydra, and obviously any other area of the game where you need block debuffs, cleanse, turn meter boost, right? Even Demon Lord, just this turn meter boost might be tricky for Demon Lord to tune, but for any other area, maybe even Arena, right? She might be good for Arena as a cleanser, block debuff champion, turn meter boost. Then she also has a cool passive, increases the champion's defense by 5% each time an ally inflicts a critical hit, stacks up to 50%. So just 10 crits and she gets 50% more defense. She already has a pretty solid 1400 base, so that's massive. There's also an active effect, prevents the death of the ally with the highest crit damage except this champion and keeps them alive with 1 HP when hit with a fatal hit. If there are multiple champions on the team with the skill, the effect will only activate once, obviously, then heals that ally by 20% of their max HP and activates instant turn effect on them. So this makes me think instantly about something like Arena, right? This would allow you to not worry about getting your getting your squishy nuker in a stone skin set, right? You can just get them as slow as possible, just build them full on damage. But you do have to keep in mind that if you get controlled, then it's gonna do nothing, right? Unless Freya gets a turn to cleanse, if your nuker gets controlled, like stunned, has a turn meter pushback, whatever. I mean, turn meter doesn't matter because this one gives instant turn, but this one allows like a go second type of arena team, and then also defense all battles by 30%. Honestly, all in all, from my point of view, Freya is a pretty strong support, right? Is she gonna be like the best endgame support for arena, for endgame arena? No, but she's extremely strong, right? That's what I believe. Let me know what you think about her in the comments down below. And now let's look at Odin Faefather. He's a Void, so obviously the first thing I want to start with is his aura. His aura is really interesting. Increases Void ally speed in arena battles by 40%. This has to be the biggest speed lead for something specific in the game, right? I don't think there's anybody else that has 40% for anything, like when it comes to speed. I know there's some champions that have, I think it's, what's his name? The Banner Lord. That's also a boss. What's his name? Okay, Lord Chamfort. He has like a 50% HP in dungeons, but when it comes to speed, definitely Odin has the highest speed lead. And to be fair, there's plenty of Void champions that you can make a team around him to have this to take effect. Now let's look at his kit. So A1, Sting of Gungnir. Attacks one enemy, has a 50%, goes up to 75% chance of placing a Berserker debuff for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be placed on bosses. And what Berserker does, you can click on the info and go over here at the bottom, and it says that increases damage inflicted and received by 50%. So basically you're gonna do and receive 50% more damage. This can be a curse and a blessing, right? If you don't get a turn to take advantage of this debuff, if it's placed against you, then you're gonna be killed because you're gonna take more damage. Now the A2, Storm of Familiars, goes down to a 3-turn cooldown, removes all boss from all enemies. That's amazing. Obviously, keep in mind for arena, polymorph is a problem. However, we have the pinpoint set, which we can farm. Then has a 100% chance of placing decreased defense debuffs for 2 turns. Also places a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. So this one could be really interesting for arena. If you have a chance to remove that stone skin, then you can place decreased defense and a stun, you know, it can be really powerful. So the way I would see him built is straight up as a support for this one. But again, keep in mind polymorph, but again, pinpoint can be the saving grace for him. And then the A3, Asgardian Judgment, attacks one enemy before attacking, steals all buffs from the target. The damage inflicted by this skill depends on the target's type. Attack will inflict damage based on the target's attack. Defense will inflict damage based on the target's defense. HP support bosses will inflict damage based on the target's max HP. This is something that I will want to test out, and I want to see how much damage will he do with this, considering it's a 3-turn cooldown. How much damage would he do on a boss? I guess, is it going to be easy to hit the max HP or not? Because if it is, then he can be a great support that also brings us some single target DPS, right? It's only a single hit, but still, another max HP hit that also brings some cool debuffs is definitely worth it. This attack will ignore 100% of the target's defense, so again, it should make it easy for you to hit the cap. Maybe just give him 100% crit rate and that's about it. And if the target was killed by this skill, revives a random dead ally with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. So this could be really cool for arena as well, right? If you manage to kill somebody, then it's kind of like he's kind of like a reviver as well. And then the passive, it's a really interesting one. Odin's Wisdom, every 9 turns places a block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn, and also applies a buff spread effect, taking all buffs from this champion, placing them on all allies. Keep in mind, this 9 turns means 9 turns overall in the whole, in the whole team, not just allies, not just Odin's, but everybody on the field. So basically, kind of like Sun Wukong, he needs 3 turns to pass before he revives on his passive. He needs 9 turns before this one goes in. So I would think that the combination of Stone Skin and Pinpoint could be the right set for him for arena. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. Obviously, I'm going to try and have a look and test it out, but he seems pretty cool. Also considering he has 105 speed, that's pretty solid. I guess let me know in the comments down below, where would you want me to test Odin, right? Is it just arena, or do you want me to test him in some dungeons and some other stuff? Because I have a feeling he's gonna be really cool. Obviously hard to get because he's a Void Legendary, but he's definitely looking like a really cool one. So yeah, that's exciting. Exciting to see how we can get them, and exciting to see if we can get them you know, during the events. If not, we can always pull them later. At least that's what we are told, right? After the event finishes in October, they said that they will go in the normal pool, so we are going to be able to just summon them normally. Now, let's do the summons, I guess, right? Let's finish this off with these summons. Maybe I get lucky, maybe not. You know what? I have 21 Ancients. I'm hoping for the 1+1. If I hit it, it's fine. If not, it is what it is, right? I cannot say that I skipped another 1+1. I skipped the previous Sacreds one because I didn't have enough Sacreds. This time, I guess I'm doing the Ancient ones. Maybe I get lucky, right? Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck, but it might not be the case today, right? 21 is definitely not a massive number of shards, considering I'm fresh off Mercy. I think I'm really fresh off Mercy because last time I pulled for Harima and I stopped once. Like, oh my god, I actually did it! Oh my god! Oh my god! I got it! Oh my god! Oh my god, he was one of my most wanted! He was one of my most wanted! Oh, I cannot believe this happened! Oh my god! YOLO paid off. YOLO actually paid off. I got Wallmaster Nothorion. And for those of you that are thinking, why am I so excited about him? It's all about this A2, right? Double hit AoE, places block buffs, places decrease attack, fills his turn meter, and also it's an enemy max HP hit. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did it! Yes! Best decision ever to just YOLO it. He also brings himself increased attack, increased accuracy, increased speed. That gives him the extra turn. He also has a cool passive that increases his max HP by 20% for each enemy killed or Hydra head decapitated by this champion. Stacks up to 50%, which means he's gonna be able to keep himself alive easily. Then on the A1 AoE, this attack will not trigger counterattacks. Okay, so that's really cool in case, you know, some stuff happens and you have a counterattack being stolen, and fills this champion's turn meter by 5% for each living enemy after the attack, which means he's gonna get a ton of turns, right? He's gonna get a ton of turns, he's gonna do tons of damage with the same max HP, and oh my god, oh, this is so cool. And again, I'm really excited, not only that he's a damage dealer, he has self-sustain, but he also brings really important debuffs for Hydra, block buffs and decreased attack. Oh man, this is the best thing ever. I cannot believe I did that. And Mother Cybele, you know what? I think she's my third one or something like that. Let me see, third, fourth, something like that. Let me have a look. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did it. Okay, it's just my second. I guess another one that I can put in the Faction Guardians. But yeah, this is a perfect day. This is a perfect day for this one, guys. Damn, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get the same luck that I did with this 1+1, because I really got one of my most wanted champions, man. I'm really excited. But yeah, thank you all for watching. One thing I want to mention, keep an eye on the channel. Tomorrow when this dungeon launches, I'm going to show you a team that I just randomly tested, and I basically have a team that beats this one in 8 seconds, right? It beats this one in 8 seconds, the boss doesn't get a turn, I just straight up kill it before he gets a turn. It's not free to play friendly, however, there are options to replace in the team that I'm going to show you. But anyway, this is going to be for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.